Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Welcome back for some Pine Tar baseball. Today is the third game tournament, second in the AL of the all-time great set. It says 30 team single elimination, but only the first two rounds are going to be single elimination. When I eventually get to here, it'll be best of three, best of five, best of seven. Okay. So today we have Kansas visiting Oakland. Leading off for today, Oakland today playing center field is Willie Wilson. Okay, we're using the odd, which is the red, so we're doing 42. And he's versus a lefty, I believe. Today, let me take a look here. No, he's versus a righty. 42. He struck him out. Willie Wilson goes down. Okay, here's Hal McRae. Hal's playing left field today. Royals. And he's using the odd again. Oh, 0-3. This is against the right, and this is a double for McRae. So they got a runner in scoring position already in the first for George Brett, their third baseman, with one out. Well, I got the odd one again, 32. And this is a base hit. Okay, so now we're going to go, it's an even number. We're going to look at McRae, who is a medium. We look up at our chart on an even medium, goes two bases. McRae score. Hal McRae comes in to score, and the Royals are up 1-0 here in the first. Brett gets himself an RBI. Okay, here's Mike Sweeney catching today. Not a lot of power on his team, but he does have some. We got a 69. 69. That's a ground out to third. We got a runner on first, so we're going to use the chart for the runner on first. But on there, we're going to be looking at third base down here, and we're going to be looking at the 9. And it's going to be 5-3, and the runner advances. Okay, and that brings up Lorenzo Kane playing right field today. This is an even one. Uh-oh, 0-5. This is trouble. There's another double. And let's see what we got going here. It's a 0-5, so it's an odd. So we're checking Brett's speed on this one. Brett's fast, so he's going to score from second. They're hitting him good right off the bat here. Lorenzo Kane gets himself an RBI, 2-0, 2 outs. Kevin Setzer playing first base today. Okay, we got a 48. He struck him out, but not before they come up with two big runs. Okay, on the mound for is Zach Greinke for Kansas. Okay, leading off for Tampa is Julio Lugo playing shortstop. And I can't pick the dice up. There we go. Okay, it's going to be a blue, an 85 versus the righty. 85, and that's a fly out to center. Oh, yeah, Carl Crawford, who's playing left field today. This is an even 28 versus the righty, and there's a base hit for Crawford. Both teams hitting in the first inning here. Yeah. Evan Longoria, third baseman. It's an even, so it's a blue. 76, 76. That's a ground out to third. We're checking the 6th there. Ground out the third. We're checking the 6th. And He is on, but on a fielder's choice, so Crawford is out at second. He's on with the fielder's choice. 2 down, runner on first for Fred McGriff, the first baseman. Odd. 29 could be a good one. 29, he walked him. Runners on first and second. With 2 outs for Melvin Upton Jr. playing center field. It's an even one, so it's a 36. 36, he struck him out. So after the first, it is 2-0 favor of Kansas. Frank White coming to the plate and the second baseman. Odd. We use when we this for anybody that hasn't watched it before. When this green D6 is an odd number, we use the white and the red and the white. When it's an even number, we use the blue and the white. So we're going 72. We go down here 72, and that's a fly out to right. Joel Washington, the shortstop. It's even. Oh, 0-5. What do we got going on 0-5? 0-5. That's a base hit for UL Washington. Okay, we got Greinke coming up. He's going to try to bunt. I got to check something. So we're going to be using Greinke's SHC rating of 72, doing a 2 dice roll. Well, it'll be the red, well, depending on the odd. And it's going to be the even one. 99 is going to be unsuccessful. It'll be successful if it would have been lower than 72, but it's a 99. So we're going over here and we're going to check the fails on an odd roll. Okay, the lead runner is out. Fielder's, and he's on with the fielder's choice. Not too good of a bunt there, Greinke. If we were recording it, it would have been a 3-6 on the fielder's choice. And then here's Willie Wilson. Struck out his first time up. Runner on first, 2 outs. We're using the even 82 way down here, and there's a fly out to center. Okay, bottom of the second. It's Dave Martinez. Martinez is playing right field today. We're using the even, so it's an 84 down here to 84, fly out to center. Miguel Cairo playing second base. And it's a 91. To fly out the left. Jason Casa, Jazzo, the catcher. It's odd. 30. This is where we're going to check because I might have missed it before, but I remembered it this time. So he's a walk. But we're going up to check the pitcher. Great, because Greinke is a B for the first 3 times. So we go to the special chart. We're going to find walk. We're going to go up to B. Wow, and it turned it into a flyout. The center field, F8. Wow. Anytime one ends it up to the number 50, anytime it ends at 5, like 0, 5, 10, 15, 25, up to 50 at the most, you go over and you check the pitcher modifier chart, advanced modifier chart. Okay, we're going to the top of the third with Hal McRae leading off, 2-0 Kansas City. As usual in my baseball games, I'll be taking you out after the third and bringing you back in later. So please go down there and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Put some remarks in there. What do you like this game? What do you like to see? If you like me to see me something, do something else, let me know. Here we go. Hal McRae. Even. 28. And he walked him. Second time McRae's been on, he doubled and scored his first time. It's George Brett. Single his first time up. Drove in a run. Even. Uh-oh, 0-5. They're getting them now. And that's a triple for George Brett and another RBI for Kansas. For Brett, and Kansas gets another run. Okay, here's Mike Sweeney. Nobody out, run around third. Kansas trying to pull it away now, put it away. 28, that's a good one. He walked him. Okay, first and third, still nobody out. Lorenzo Kane, he doubled his first time up there. Okay, we're doing odds 61, 61. That's a ground out to second. Okay, we're going to be checking this now. We got a runner on first. Okay, the runner on first, and we're going to be checking the one. Yeah. Okay, and the one, and it's going to be a ground out double play, but that's going to score Brett from third. But they turn the DP. We'll do it at 6-4-3. But another run is in. It's Kevin Stetzer. Odd. 86. 86 right here is a fly out to center. Two more runs. Okay, here's Matt Garza, who's been struggling on the mound. See if he can help himself at the plate. Even 28, 28. Struck him out. That's apropos, I guess, for the pitcher. Okay, Julio Lugo. Even. Okay, 98. 98. This is well, no, I forget what that's called. It's an error or line out. So what we're going to be doing is, time out. To refresh my mind a little bit on that. So the red and the white to tell me what is a chart. What the player is. Player's 98. Now the blue die, if it's lower, equal to or lower than the fielder's error rating is EC. It's the right fielder, by the way, who is Lorenzo Kane. So we would find Kane. We look at his EC, which is a 5. Well, a 0 is less than a 5. And so I'm sure that it's a 0 in the D10s. No, I don't know how they play it here because if it's a 10, it's a 0 is a 10. It's a 10. Okay, so I'm going to count it as a 0. There is an error, and then the other thing tells you how many bases that he goes, and he goes one more base. So he's on E9. Yeah. Okay. Carl Crawford, one out, one on. It's the odd one, 57. 57 is a ground out to first, runner on first. We're using the 7. Yeah, and he's on with the fielder's choice, so he's out. If there had been a runner on third, the runner on third would have advanced. Okay. Evan Longoria. Using the red, 88. Then that's outfielder's choice. I mean, what am I talking about? 88's a fly out to center. And I'll be back. Oh, we are back, and it is the top of the 7th, and it's still 4-0. Greinke's still on the mound. Rick White's in right now for Kansas or for Tampa. They pinch hit for him in the fifth since it was 4-0, and this is a one and done game, so they had to do something. But Greinke's coming to the plate here in the top of the seventh. Okay, so even, so now it's gonna be 82. Fly out the center. Yeah. Willie Wilson's having a tough day, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Even 75. Fly out the right. And Hal McRae. That's a 77. That is a strikeout, I believe. Let me check White. Yes, it is. She gets the strikeout in the 77. That's the maximum he can pitch, too, is 2 innings. Okay, so we're going to the bottom of the 7th. This is one thing I don't like about this. Greinke, his maximum innings pitched is supposedly 6, but he's scored less than 2, so he can continue pitching. All right. Once the second run is scored, the next batter of any type that gets on base, he's taken out. So anyway, here's Dave Martinez. We're in the top bottom of the 7th. They still only have that 1 hit, which they got in the very first inning. But they say it's better than what the Dodgers did in their last game. Check that video out. Okay, even is 29. And he walked him. Okay. What am I doing here? What did I just do wrong? That was Upton Jr. Let's go back and check that. That was a 29, I believe. He walked him too, so it worked out fine. Okay, here's Fred McGriff. Why are my cards so messed up? Timeout. Okay, I don't know how they got it like that, but here's Dave Martinez with 1 on. And that's a 48, and it's a ground out to first. We're going to be checking that 8 die there. And it's a ground out to first. We're checking the 8 die, and the runner advances. So he's going to advance. So we'll just say it was 3 unassisted. Miguel Cairo. Okay, even 56. It's a ground out to short. It's a runner on first or runner on second. Okay, so we're going to be checking that 6, and it's a runner that I said where was the ground out to? 56. I'm losing my mind here. Short. Okay, so it's going to be short. We're checking that 6. And it's 6-3, and the runner advances. So they're threatening to get their first run here. Okay. Jaso. Even 54, that's not very good. That's going to be a ground at the second, and that's going to get retired aside. So Greinke will be able to stay in. Okay, I got to get a new pitcher for Rick White. Okay, J.P. Howell's on the mound for Tampa. He's an A-plus pitcher, and he's an MP1. Most of the pitchers are. So we're in the 8th, and this guy's a good pitcher. I might let him go to the 9th, too. We'll see. Probably not, though, because we've got a pinch hitter coming up. Here's George Brett in the top of the 8th. 82. Fly out to center. Mike Sweeney. What's Mike going to do? Mike is 0 for 2 and a walk. That's a even. That's a 86. And that's a fly out the left. And we got the odd, which is a 40. So we're looking at the 40 here, and the 40 is a strikeout. So now we're going to go to the modifier chart because it had 0. And let's see, where's the strikeouts in the A plus, and it stays at strikeout. So JP Hall does a good job there. Okay. Bottom of the eighth here. JP Hall's the first batter, so he'll be coming out for a pinch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He's coming in right here. So Zobrist. So two, so it's going to be even. It's a 0-2. Zobrist in the seats. Wow. Against the Greinke, a pinch hit home run for Zobrist. Wow. That was timely. 4-1, they're on the board. Okay, Julio Lugo. Nobody out. Oh, I wrote that in the wrong inning. I wrote it in the wrong inning, too. Okay, we got the odds. It's being 94. 94 is a fly out to left. Carl Crawford. Even 71. That's a ground out to short, 6-3. And Fred McGriff. Fred is 0 for 3 today. Getting the odd, and that's a 14. And that's a base hit. Keep the inning going. Yeah. Okay. The way I read that rule is okay, because he's past his MFP. He still hasn't let up. He let up the one, but he still hasn't let up two, which means he's got to come out. He gets the +1. He gets the pitch until the next guy gets on base, and then he's got to come out. So they're going to pull Greinke right here. Timeout. Okay, so McGriff comes back into the box with Jeff Montgomery on the mound. Jeff Montgomery is an A plus uh, pitcher, and so here we go, facing McGriff with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Okay, we got the even, and that's a 10. That's going to be a checking. It's a double, but we're going to go check the chart here. We don't have a runner in scoring position. A double. And we're got an A plus guy, and it changes that to a ground out. And it's a ground out to short, 6-3. Okay, but they got one. Yeah. Okay, top of the 9th. Setzer's on the mound now. This is where I'm going to play a house rule. Hall's still only pitched that 1 inning. He pitched right here this 1 inning, and he's a good pitcher. I want him to stay in, and it says you got to take him out. But what in realism, they might want to stay in. So if I leave a guy stay in, I can do it one more inning. But I'm going to play a house rule that I have to reduce him by 1 level. So JP Howell is an A plus. I'm going to move him down to a B plus for this inning. Here's Sutzer in the top of the 9th. It's a 3, so that's a 79. Fly out to center. Frank White. Frank is 1 for 3, a big double earlier. 1. He's getting 30 on this one. This is going to be that error put out, but we got to go check it. We're going to check and see what we got here. Okay, and we're going to looking for a B plus. Okay, so it does not have a B plus on that column, so we're going to go with this one. So 30 tells us that we're checking the second baseman. And their second baseman is Carroll. Okay, his EC is a 4. The blue die is a 9. It is not an error. 4-3. If it was equal to or lower, it would have been an error. Okay, UL Washington. 1. Okay, 64. 6-3. Yeah. Okay, what do you guys put it down there in the remark? What do you guys think about that? My house rule on relievers. If I want a reliever to go one more inning than what his MIP is, that I reduce him. But I'm only going to play that he can only go one more. Okay, here we go to the bottom of the ninth. And Evan, I got my cards mixed up again. How is this happening? All right, because it's supposed to be Upton here. Okay, here's Upton. Bottom of the ninth. Then we got Jeff Montgomery still on the mound. And he was a 1 also. So he's going to get reduced 1 also. And he's going to be a B plus for the sitting. All right, 4 even. It's a 70. That doesn't use the chart because it's higher than 50, and we got to ground out the short. 6-3. Dave Martinez. Okay, we got an even 76. Fly out the right. And Miguel Cairo. Even, so it's a 51. And it's a ground out the second. That's 3 outs, and that is the ball game. I'll be right back. Okay, so the final was 4-1. Kansas scored 4 runs on 5 hits and had made 1 error. And Tampa had 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. Zach Greinke got the win, and Jeff Montgomery a save on that, and Matt Garza got the loss. So Kansas has now advanced to the second round, and they'll be waiting to play the winner of the Cleveland-Houston game. I hope you enjoyed this. SoCal Saber saying thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.